Your local Lexus dealers. For the Thunder, Westbrook, Ferguson, Adams, George, and back down from the beginning. Winslow, Richardson, Whiteside, Johnson, and Johnson.
Well, always glad to have you along for the journey, and off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. Look at Westbrook, as John forecasted. Richardson starts on Westbrook, and Winslow's on Paul George. Allowed for Steven Adams.
Have to defend that pick and roll much better than that throughout the course of the game. OKC puts a lot of pressure on them that way.
Backdoor cut, Tyler Johnson scores. Clock down to 4. Heat have to hurry. A James Johnson 3. And Whiteside comes down with it and scores.
And moving the basketball, but not getting the shot they wanted, still able to convert.
Here's Adams bulldozing Whiteside and scoring in close. Chips back-to-back in 06 and 07.
Such a smooth transition he's made to the pro level.
What a move by Whiteside.
Was going to take off there. Hassan engaged on both ends.
His 100th block shot of the season as Paul George rings up his first, the second most 100 block seasons in franchise history, second only to Alonzo Mourning, who had over 100 blocks 8 times in his...
Getting to the free throw line where he can score more points.
Foul was on Winslow. The Thunder have a 4-point lead. There's Justice for the jumper. Justice Winslow averaging 12.5 points per game. He's been in double figures on a regular basis. Oh, what a move. Russell Whiteside. Probably the fastest player in the NBA, Russell Westbrook. Paul George flipping it in. Another good start. Defense. Tyler Johnson. Darts between defenders, missed the shot badly, and here comes Westbrook hitting ahead for Paul George. Drives on Winslow and finishes.
He said he's really made the adjustment, found a way of how to get into the open areas where he can take advantage. Really impressive.
Now the James Johnson triple helps. Here comes Steven Adams hitting the hook. So 7-point Thunder lead. Westbrook back to Adams. Pump fakes. Misses. Tipped in by twice on the rim and then off to Westbrook, who's averaging 11 assists, 11 rebounds, and nearly 22 points a game.
But it's 2 for 2 beyond the arc too, Eric. You got to get out and run him off that three-point line.
James Johnson able to hit the 1 point a game. He's always happy to see him assertive. Comes up with a steal. Hits ahead for Richardson. .425 left, first quarter. Jeremy Grant rifles down. There's Russell with 4 on the shot clock. Working against Wade. Leaning in. Finding Nerlens Noel. Shot clock already down to 4. Dion finds Olenek. He better hurry. Gets it off. Knocks it in. This is Richardson. Pedal to the metal. Blocked out of bounds by Nerlens Noel. They forgot about him.
One up with numbers in transition. That's when they need to look to score.
Richardson's mid-range jumper pure and 4 rebounds off the bench in only 3 minutes. Wade. Oh, great pass to Bam for the field by only 4 after being behind early by a dozen. That's George. And that's another beauty. A third.
We have a carnival that they had where Dwayne Wade is taking carnival items and giving it to my son. Stuff you can't forget. Stuff that you get to the team.
Well, it's pretty cool too. This view, you can't beat it as well. As we take a look, watching the game, it almost feels like you're in the game.
Oh, these seats are incredible.
Missing Derek Jones on the defensive end.
Yeah, they are. And also his length, his ability to offensive rebound.
What a block by Nerlens Noel on Winslow. And Noel has found his niche. Paul George. He's a speedy player out of Germany in his 6th season. His first year with the Thunder, he was acquired from the Hawks in July. And what a...
Exactly.
Dennis Schroeder's jumper rattles down. Schroeder
And score an easy basket.
The Thunder making it look easy. They're shooting 59%. And gets a little higher on the second game back after missing 17 in a row. Olenek misses. Wade backs it in with a left. Wondering tomorrow. 7 o'clock Heat Live right here. Olenek, the hook, blocked by Nerlens Noel. That's his 3rd block here in the first half. Schroeder.
Display right there does a great job giving them energy.
Here's Dion from downtown. Kaboom.
A heads-up play by the big fellow who continues to be so mobile out there.
Schroeder has it rattled down. Nobody's points have come here in the second quarter. Again, the Thunder by 15. Their biggest lead was 18. Olynyk got it. A triple. 3 this season. Heat within 12. Schroeder again with a teardrop. This is it right back to Steven Adams. Helter-skelter sequence with Miami down 14. And why not? Why not?
Good. I don't think your paranoia is well felt.
Whiteside gets the hook to the spin. Whiteside defended him well. Schroeder. Unbelievable. Calories he burns during the course of a game. Nobody plays any harder than him in this league. Nice pass. Tyler Johnson for the Whiteside. Heater down by 17 as Adams goes to work. Rebound Jeremy Grant. Got the first foul. Miami 3 out of 14 from downtown. Schroeder, a 3.
Lone beyond the arc.
23-point lead for the Thunder. Thunder 8 of 11 from downtown. Winslow hits a corner game in a row. And their 6th win in a row against the Heat if they can do it. James Johnson drives in on George. The finish on the third. That was the second foul on Paul George. Miami's down by 19. Steven Adams on a gorgeous lob. But the main reason Paul George stayed in Oklahoma City was because of the relationship and the partnership he developed last year with Westbrook. Nice move by Tyler to win with this team. He's already got 10 assists and 9 rebounds. Sets up Paul George. Bottoms up from downtown.
You talk about less shots. He is picking apart the defense, finding the open players and shooters.
Olynyk with a triple. Kelly Olynyk's second 3 in this quarter. Paul George, fast break score.